We all think clutter is just things out of place. Clothes on a chair, dishes in the sink, papers stacked on a desk. But deep down, it's more than that. It's the quiet reflection of a life moving too fast. It's every delayed decision, every unspoken worry, every emotional weight we pushed aside because we didn't have the time or the courage to deal with it. The Japanese believe your environment mirrors your inner world. When your space feels heavy, it's often because you feel heavy. And that realization alone can feel overwhelming, like standing in front of a mountain you don't know how to climb. But here's the truth you might need to hear today. The mess is not your failure. It's a message. It's your life whispering that something inside you deserves attention, compassion, and healing. When you look at your clutter, don't see chaos, see a chance for clarity. Tidying is not a punishment, it's an invitation. It's an invitation to breathe again, to slow down, to reclaim control, one small action at a time. And maybe, just maybe, this is your moment to finally start. In Japan, there's a practice called gesji, a deep cleaning ritual held at the end of the year. But it's not about scrubbing floors or dusting shelves. It's about resetting the soul. People believe that clearing out old dirt clears out old energy, the emotional residue of everything that weighed them down. Imagine cleaning not because you have to, but because you're preparing yourself for a new beginning. It's a cleansing of the heart disguised as a cleaning of the home. As you picture this, pause and ask yourself, when was the last time you truly reset your life? Not changed a habit, not made a resolution, but genuinely started over. Tidying, in the Japanese philosophy, gives you that reset button. With every item you pick up, you're not just cleaning a surface. You're acknowledging your past and choosing your future. It's a powerful reminder that you're allowed to release what no longer serves you. Even the things you thought you had to hold on to. Letting go is one of the hardest things a human can do. We hold on to objects the same way we hold on to memories, relationships, or versions of ourselves that no longer fit who we are becoming. Japanese tidying philosophy teaches that anything we no longer need has already served its purpose. That shirt you never wear. It taught you what you like and what you don't. That box of old letters you're scared to throw away, it reminds you of how far you've come. When you thank these things, you also thank the versions of yourself that lived through those moments. And when you release them, you're creating room for the peace you've been searching for. You're telling your mind and your heart, I am ready for what comes next. There is tremendous emotional power in that choice. You're not losing anything. You're clearing a path. You're making space for joy, for clarity, for growth. And the more you let go, the lighter your life becomes. Not just physically, but spiritually. We often think rules and structure trap us, but the Japanese see it differently. Order creates freedom. When every object has a home, your mind no longer wastes energy deciding where things go or feeling guilty about unfinished chores. Imagine waking up and instantly feeling calm because your environment supports your goals instead of overwhelming them. Tidying becomes the quiet fuel for your next chapter, a foundation for living with intention rather than reaction. This freedom shows up in ways you wouldn't expect. You think more clearly, you breathe more deeply, you move through your day with purpose instead of panic. A tidy space becomes a sanctuary, a place where your nervous system finally relaxes. And in that calm, you rediscover parts of yourself you forgot were there. Your creativity, your motivation, your confidence. Order isn't about perfection. It's about giving yourself the space to live without constant mental noise. It's the peace that comes when your surroundings stop shouting and finally start whispering. The Japanese philosophy encourages us to tidy with intention. Not because guests are coming, not because we're embarrassed, but because we want to honor the person we're becoming. Every time you clean a corner of your room, you send yourself a message. I matter. My space matters. My peace matters. This transforms tidying from a chore into a ritual, a moment of connection with yourself. And when you start cleaning with purpose, your life begins shifting in surprising ways. You stop tolerating what drains you. You become more mindful of what you bring into your home and into your heart. The small act of folding clothes becomes an affirmation. I am taking care of myself. The way you treat your environment reflects the way you treat your inner world. When you choose intention, you choose transformation. And trust me, your future self will thank you. If you're listening to this, maybe you're tired. Maybe your space feels overwhelming and your life feels scattered. But the Japanese philosophy reminds us, peace isn't a miracle. It's a choice, built one small step at a time. You don't need to clean everything today. You just need to start. Pick one drawer, one shelf, one moment of courage. That's enough to begin shifting your entire emotional landscape. And as you tidy, you'll realize something powerful. You're not just cleaning your home. You're rebuilding your spirit, reclaiming control. You're proving to yourself that you are capable of change, capable of growth, capable of creating a life that feels peaceful and meaningful. This is not just a method, it's a rebirth. And today can be the day you start writing a new chapter.